right, here we am. Here we is. Getting directly down to biz. Back together again. In the same room. In the same gloom. In the same doom. It's Clayton Intent. I'm Clayton. That's Tent. Now what's going on here?
It's Clayton.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it's doing it as a reel. I don't want a reel.
Alright, here we am. Here we
I think it's like trying to explain rasterize to someone. You're going to get a reel whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you're getting a reel there, brother. Okay, let's see.
Oh, now I'm seeing what you go through every time you try to move.
Every time I try to do something, man.
It's quite a process, people, let me tell you. I'm seeing it with my own two eyes. And,
Like, it's usually takes up the whole screen. But not today.
Nope. It's always some little technological failure. And it's little, but you know, so is a grain of sand stuck under your denture.
We'll get it figured out here in a second.
Yeah, you just watch us go, or watch him go. He's going to get it figured out any second now, and I'm just going to sit here and disengage, baby. Constructive disengagement. That's how I have maintained my sanity all these years. And yep, see what I'm
Something
talking
isn't
about.
working.
It's definitely not a full. No, it's not a full screen, and
It's saying that we're doing a reel, but we're not doing a reel.
we don't want to do a reel.
And people are coming on, so they're not coming on to a reel.
Nope.
Folks, we apologize. We'll get this figured out, hopefully.
Looks like it's got the potential to be what we want it to be.
Yeah.
But, as we all know, potential doesn't mean jack. We're about
Gosh, man.
reality, actuality. As the great George Clinton would say, funk intelligy. That is, funk reality versus funk potentiality.
Well, Malcolm, I don't know what to do about this, man.
What do the people see? Do you people out there see a full screen, or do you see a little itty-bitty tiny thumbnail type of picture? You got to tell him something.
Come on, y'all. You got to tell me something. I need to know something.
We don't know what's going on.
All right, they're
here.
commenting.
Well, Heather
All's
says,
good on this
looks
end.
good. Alan Versapellis, first man in the house always, says it's good to see us. Well, if it looks good to Heather and looks right to Heather, then it must be right.
Well, y'all, we're gonna get this thing on the move here soon. As soon as we can figure this out. Hold on, maybe this does something.
It ain't the Charlotte water.
That
It's the
does
Charlotte
absolutely
internet.
nothing. Okay.
It's enough to make you say, "Damn."
I'm saying, damn.
He's just
Oh,
saying
what the
it.
hell is going on?
Now and there's a couple of cowgirls with hats and tight fitting, and that's not us. You don't know what we're seeing here, people. You have no idea what we're seeing versus what you're seeing. It's very strange.
So, like, doing it this way, I am not able to see your comments. Oh, man. Let's see. Manage video.
Manage video.
You can manage the video while it's live.
All right,
There we
that's
go.
Better. We almost got it. I think we got
Oh,
it.
I'm going to get it.
He's going to get it. And then you're going to get it.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get it. Let's see.
Just you wait.
I don't like that. I don't like that. There we go.
He always gets what he wants.
That's right. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not putting up with it. Yeah, they say it's full. Everybody says it's full. Full of what?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Full of internet bull biscuits. This situation is right on the urge of making me ornery. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? We're going with this. What do you do when it's break on through? You do what you know to do. You break on through. Hey, Jeff Clayton, Malcolm Tent. Man, it's great to be back. It's great to be with all you folks again. I told you I was going to start doing it a little more often, and it's going to be more often. And we got somebody here. Wensil says he can't wait for the underground show. Wensil, I hate to tell you, I have no idea what you're talking about. The underground show.
Ground Zero, perhaps? Spartanburg? Rule Breakers Ball, maybe?
Rule Breakers Ball, September 19th and 20th at Ground Zero, Spartanburg, South Carolina. On night number 1, that's the 19th. You know what's opening the show, don't you?
Why, no, Jeff, I don't.
Well, then I can tell you.
Who's going to tell me?
They're making a comeback. They are making a comeback.
They?
It's not them. It's not they. It's Taped Fist.
Taped Fist.
With the great Mondo Braswell lead singing, word slinging, board walking, and jive talking out front of Taped Fist. That's Mondo Braswell.
I'll tell you, if you think he looks good behind the merch table at an Antiseen gig, wait till you see him on stage. I'm telling you, you won't believe it.
It's a roster.
Raster.
Anyway.
That's an inside joke about internet technology, kids.
Yeah. And as you see, we whooped technology. Humanity won. Technology 0. All right. So, and if you make it through Taped Fist, then you know what's going to come and give you a roundhouse to the side of the head, like Billy Jack?
I hesitate to ask.
Future 8. Mobile, Alabama's favorite sons and daughters are going to be live in Ground Zero, Spartanburg, South Carolina on September 19th.
And I'll tell you, if you think Dennis Highland is real hot stuff when he's running jackhammer music and packing boxes and signing bands, just wait till you see him on the stage with a guitar around his neck. Oh yes, whole different thermos full of minnows there, kids. Whole different thing. Oh yeah.
Strumming, bumming, backstreet thumbing. He's the ukulele player of the century, along with powerhouse vocalist Miranda Pixley.
Yes.
Now you think, you know, it's always some kind of discussion. Oh, women in a men's business, blah blah blah. But you know what? It's like I always hated when people said the Runaways rock for girls. Mm-hmm. No, they didn't rock for girls. They rocked. Period. Miranda is a powerhouse lead vocalist. Period. So, there's 2 reasons for you to go ahead and book you a room at your nearest hospital, because you're going to get it handed to you.
And that's only the first 2 bands.
That's the first 2 bands. There's how many to go?
We got 3 more after that. I hope there's enough ambulances in Myrtle, Spartanburg.
Myrtle Beach.
So, wires crossed here.
You know what, Malcolm Tent?
What, Jeff Clayton?
Knowledge is for fools.
Oh, yeah. I know that's right. I'll speak from first-hand experience there. I know that is a fact.
It's also a band.
Oh.
From the capital of North Carolina, Raleigh. Sir Walter Raleigh.
His city.
KISS stands for knowledge is for fools. And if you don't show up to Rule Breakers Ball 2025 on September 19 and 20, you're a fool.
Without the knowledge.
Yeah, you don't even have knowledge. So, who's next? might be your next question. Well, I'll put it to you this way. All the way straight and direct, one night only from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The one and only Before I Hang. Before I Hang.
Before I Hang. Not you.
Not you, not before you hang, before I hang. And that group stars the Antiseen guitar picker, Walt Wheat. So if you want to see him in his other natural habitat, you'll stick around for Before I Hang.
And it is a sight to behold and a sound to be hear, I can assure you. It's a thang, this Before I Hang. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a thing. I like it. And then, to end that night, the one band and all this kind of music, the people that we have considered brothers and sisters all these years, they've been at it longer than we have, if you can believe that. I'm talking about from Hollywood, California, from Portland, Oregon, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Hostel City, from San Antonio, Texas, the one and only Rancid Vat. You know, you used to wear Rancid Vat t-shirts and people go, oh, I really like them. and like they had mohawks and studded jackets. I said, well, you do say that there's another word at the end here.
And as the great cosmic commander of wrestling once said, Rancid are only half the band
that Rancid Vat is. Rancid Vat gone through a lot of what would normally be career-ending disasters. But like that mean and hateful Energizer Bunny, they just keep on keeping on. Ground Zero, September 19th. Watch them keep on going one more time. Rancid Vat. I just saw a message here. Let's see. Walt Wheat. Looks like Brother Dave Stennett will be joining us for a few tunes. Now, y'all know you are seeing a historic union here at Rule Breakers Ball. Dave Stennett. He's been given what most people consider really terrible news. He's got cancer, and it's being fairly aggressive. But did he curl up in a ball and go, woe is me, woe is me, why me? No. Instead, he's making the trek to Rule Breakers Ball to do a few songs with Before I Hang, the band that he was with for many years, on a bunch of releases with him. And man, I'm telling you, this is a historical thing. You don't want to miss the whole weekend just because of that.
But as if that weren't enough.
Hey, you know what? After that, go to your hotel and go to sleep. Sleep it off.
You're going to need to.
Because then there's night number 2. You know what? I don't even want to tell them about night number 2 because I don't think they can even take the description.
Just write them off.
Of night number 2, much less actually being there. Oh,
Don't even bother. Just write them off.
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of nice today. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Because I'm very tired. I'm a little bit grumpy.
So you're doing it out of spite, basically.
I'm going to do it out of spite.
Ha ha. You spiteful people.
When you pay to get in or show your ticket, which should be on your phone, I like tickets where you got them torn in half, but they don't do that anymore. To go in Ground Zero on September 20th. Oh boy. Guess what gigantic piece of steel on a swinging chain is going to meet you at the front door? Yes. They're not even guessing.
I don't see any guesses.
I don't see guesses. I don't see thumbs. I don't see hearts.
Well, scroll down a little bit. Maybe there's some hope for them yet. Oh, wait, now Patrick McGeehan says, oh, shit, I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
Jeez.
So what's going to happen is if you happen to dodge that gigantic ball of steel, you're going to get to hear a few songs from Sweet Georgia Brown, former Hell Stomper. You saw him at the 40th anniversary show. He opened the whole night, got it going, got it reeling and rocking. He's going to be there on the 20th. And after Sweet Georgia Brown packs up his lone guitar and walks off the stage, next is going to be a wave from York, Pennsylvania, like you ain't never, even ever seen. I don't care how good you are at surfing. You cannot beat this wave. I'm talking about the Wrath of Typhon. I mean, with a name like that, what are they going to do? Go out there and throw daisies out of a basket? Not hardly. Not hardly. All right, so let me see. Who's next?
That's two.
Oh my gosh. North Carolina's best kept secret. And it's a crime that it's a secret. Come and help do the right thing by the crime and familiarize. Man, the way I'm doing it, I could be a community organizer, don't you think?
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
Familiarize yourself with. I broke characters.
Ignore that.
Ignore that.
Ignore that.
Clinton, edit that.
Yeah. It goes on YouTube. You leave that out.
Anyway. Self-made monsters. Man, how long have they been together now? Over 20 years, right?
Long time.
Over 20 years. One of the best bands to ever come out of North Carolina.
Since long before I heard of them.
Yep. And I'm telling you, they have got records, and see, they are, by the way, they are long-haired weirdo records recording artists. I personally put out a best of, so far, the Self-Made Monster CD. Come and see what all our hype is about. Hey, I want to see if Jeff Clayton and Malcolm didn't know what they're talking about. Well, come on out and see. And then when it's over with, and you see us walking around, and you come up to us and you tell us it was not hype, what you guys speak is truth. Truth, not hype.
Truth, not hype.
And if you have not danced on the tables and broken through them and been sent to the hospital by now, well, this next group might ensure that you do. And I'm talking, now they got the longest band name in history, so here we go. And they have shared the stage with Antiseen many, I'm talking about a bunch, many times. They are called Josephus and the George Jonestown Massacre. All the way from Memphis. I know you don't know that, but that's a Mott the Hoople song. All the way from Memphis.
Mm.
You don't like Mott the Hoople. But, yeah. And then after that, New London, North Carolina's greatest natural resource, like black oil, like crystal clear spring water, like shiny hunk of gold. I'm talking about none other than the greatest rockin' teenage combo on planet Earth. And it ain't bragging when you can back it up. I'm talking about our little one-trick pony show, our song and dance troupe, Antiseen. Now, it's not just Antiseen. We will also be welcoming on stage with us the Destructo Divas. Oh, good gosh, if you haven't seen them yet, well, you're in for a treat at Rule Breakers Ball 2025. And man, here comes a 235-pound cherry on top with an elbow, getting ready to smash all your dreams, schemes. They're with us live for the first time ever, performing with a band. Mr. Number One, the bootleg preacher, George South. Juggalo George, as he's known now. One of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. You might think, well, he didn't win no matches back then. But you got to understand something. In wrestling, there's talent development. George helped create the stars. Do you understand me? If you don't believe me, you don't believe Malcolm Tent, when you get done here, go to YouTube and watch Ric Flair versus George South. And then after that, let's have that discussion again. Man, Mr. Jeff Dahl is here with us live on Break On Through.
Jeff Dahl.
Jeff Dahl.
I'll raise my
Yeah,
glass of
we
Break On
raise
Through.
our Break On Through brew to Jeff Dahl.
Prost.
Great to see you all the way from the great state of Hawaii. Now, I know you're thinking, well, I waited 3 weeks or so to hear an ad for Rule Breakers Ball. Well, no, you didn't. I mean, that's what you got. But that ain't why that's the only way you're tuning in. You're tuning in because you want to hear the new happenings. What's going down. You want to hear some tales. You want to hear stuff about tunes. Because you know this guy here can talk about some tunes. He is Tent. We are currently working on a CD series. And Malcolm Tent, I've seemed to be talking the entire time. I want to have you get in here and tell the punchers, the people, what's going down around this town. Take the floor. And you're all asking, what that done gone be, am, and is? Oh.
Not related, but we could probably talk about this one for a while.
We could probably talk about this
We
the whole
decided
episode.
we'll put this aside.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Well, I just broke character, and well, what are we going to talk about? Let me tell you. Look at this. You see this box? It's either a cardboard box. It said Antiseen Archive, and well, this is what was in the box. Let's see. Well, gee whiz, that's a bunch of cassettes. You are correct. That's a bunch of cassettes. Now, what bunch of cassettes is this, though? A valid question. This, what was this used for in your household? A doorstop?
It was a blue Tupperware-esque tote full of cassettes, and yes, I would use it to prop open doors, to maybe put things on top of, so that it had a little height to it, you know, so I wouldn't have to bend down as far to get it or something. But I was just like, it's just a bunch of cassettes. Now, to Malcolm Tent, Malcolm hears, it's just a bunch of bars of solid platinum.
That's right. Because as we all know, a bell is a cup until it is struck.
There you
So,
go. Man, that's good. I like that.
Thank you. We have a whole bunch of these objects called cassettes. Now, if you're average Joe or Josephine or Tyler or Caitlin or whoever or whatever you are in this modern time, you could look at this thing and say, well, you know, it's sort of an archaic music delivery system. It's something that was very popular back in the 1990s. It's analog, and It's done. It's done. I don't even have a CD player in my car. I have a little this thing, about that size, about that length, if even, that you stick into the console and it plays 46,000 songs,
Right.
and these things, passe. Well, guess what? Your perception would be incorrect because, as Mr. Jeff Clayton said, these are bars of solid gold, platinum, palladium, whatever you want. You know why? Because contained on these individual music delivery systems are sounds that you ain't gonna hear nowhere else. Because back in the day, and you knew that.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, back in our day, you gotta remember something, all you young whippersnappers out there. There was no internet. There was no YouTube. There wasn't even Napster, if anybody even remembers Napster from 10 billion years ago. The only way you could find rare, hard to find, arcane, obscure, unusual music by the bands you liked was to trade tapes.
This was the age of tape trading.
Both Jeff Clayton and I were avid tape traders.
We did our fair share of tape trading, let me tell you.
Lots of tape trading. So you might ask, how did it work? Well, kind of an arcane process. Like let's say you're a collector of Antiseen, for example. Let's just say.
Boy, you were in luck if you found this box,
Yeah,
weren't you?
oh, man. I'll tell you. I'm gonna veer ahead of the topic just a little bit. Having been a tape trader for years and years and years, whenever I would get a list from somebody, I would of course scan through all the available recordings they had. And whenever I saw Antiseen soundboard, I'd say, I'll take that one. And that's how you did it. You might have to go into the back pages of your local music magazine or weekly paper or whatever, or the back pages of Trouser Press or Maximum Rock and Roll, and look for the ads that said rare audio for trade, send list, or send self-addressed stamped envelope or something like that, and you would get a list in return of unreleased rare live recordings by any number of bands from any number of genres, and you'd go through the list and say, okay, wow, here's a recording of, for example, Antiseen live at Trash American Style, Danbury, Connecticut, March 18th, 1990. Huh, interesting. I wonder what that sounds like. I'll make a little note saying that I want that one. And you just go through the list, and you end up with a big long list of these rare recordings you want, and with any luck, you would also have rare recordings that maybe you recorded at a concert using your pocket tape recorder, or if you were super slick like some of us, plugged into the soundboard, and so you would have rare cassettes as well, and trade back and forth. Maybe you started out the way I did, by making the insanely difficult effort to find bootleg vinyl LPs and make cassettes of them, and trade them for other cassettes, and so on, and so on, and so on.
And people used to record radio shows.
Radio shows, oh yes.
King Biscuit Flower Hour was a very popular tape-traded item.
Very. I don't know about Charlotte, but in Miami, where I grew up, King Biscuit aired on Sunday nights on WSHE. Usually late. I think it was 11 p.m.
Well, yeah, here it was WROQ. I don't think it was the Fox yet. I think it was called WROQ. But I remember, it was really good quality live recording. And it wasn't just live albums. So they recorded their own sources.
Yes.
And I heard one night that was the Rolling Stones was the last thing you were going to hear. But the first one was Joe Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the I'm the Man, Look Sharp band.
Yeah. Ooh.
Man, unstoppable. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And that's how we did it. I guess they would advertise it throughout the week. They'd say this
Yeah,
Sunday.
and
on
this
King
Sunday
Biscuit.
on King Biscuit Flour Hour.
Yeah, it'd be whatever. And if you heard it was a band you liked, you made sure you had a blank cassette of some sort in the cassette deck with the radio turned on and your finger on the pause button ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they rolled it, you had to record it, and hopefully cut out the commercials and all that. And then when it was over, you had this cassette of unreleased, not commercially available live music by Joe Jackson, Rolling Stones, whomever. And that was your ticket to get more. And so I know you were more into video than audio.
Yeah.
But you had I've seen this guy. I had seen this guy's VHS collection way back when. You had a ton of dang VHS.
It was a ridiculous amount of VHS tapes.
It was like a library. Like walking into a library of VHS tapes this guy had. And that's how we did it. We just amassed these huge collections of cassette or VHS recordings of music that had never been commercially released.
So, I'm going to interject here for a second. Talking about my gigantic VHS collection, that is now in the hands of our main Mang and firm member, Clayton Zilla. He has my entire Antiseen and related VHS collection. And he has digitized every single thing. I had it done years before, but man, I've lost all that and everything. And Clinton, really does things to the picture and the audio if something can be done for it. But you know that we've released a few DVDs on that stuff. Well, that's going to continue, but what we want to tell you about is something that me and Malcolm brainstormed. And I'll tell you, Malcolm is the one that really kind of got the ball and threw it out onto the field, and I just happened to go out there and catch it. Malcolm, explain your plan, man.
Well, my plan goes like this. As I was surveying this previous doorstop and shelf and elevator, I was like, wow, I've never heard this. I've never heard this. What is this? Wait a minute, look at this. It's got Clayton's handwriting on it. From the Klondike Cafe, Antiseen Live in Boone, North Carolina. What date is that? June 20th, 1996. I've never heard that. So,
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Never heard it. So, as a collector of Antiseen, I'm not just a bass player, I'm a fan and I'm a collector. I wanted to hear all this stuff.
Have you been in 5 years yet?
Yeah. Wait. Yes, in 2019.
He hit the 5-year mark and is still a fan. First time in Antiseen history. Continue.
Thank you. So, I'm going through these live cassettes. What's this? Antiseen. April 22nd, 1995, Munich, Germany. And this is a classic example of a bootleg cassette where somebody took a photocopy machine and a pair of scissors and some glue stick or some paper and made artwork for it and ran it off in classic black and white and kind of made a little product out of it. So it's just really awesome going through all these tapes and hearing this Antiseen stuff I'd never heard before. And well, of course, the wheels did turn, and I thought, if I can approach this stuff as a fan and be completely thrilled and awed and delighted, quite possibly there are some other fans out there who would also be thrilled and awed and delighted and want to hear some of this stuff. Thus was hatched the plan. Take it away, Jeff.
This is going to be a series called The Live Archive. The Live Archive. All done on Death Train Records, our CD label. Why is it called Death Train Records? We don't know, and we really don't care at this point. But it's going to be a series that will come. You plan on putting out 3 at a time.
That's the plan, 3 at a time. And I'm trying to time it for big gigs, such as the upcoming Rule Breakers Ball. such as the Brown Mountain Lights Festival in Morganton in October.
October 25th.
Can't say we'll be able to like strictly adhere to that, but that's kind of the goal.
But that's what we're going to shoot for, because we've already got 3 in the cannon ready to go now. Now, it's 2025. Everyone says, "Oh, we need complete transparency." We're going to be completely transparent with you. The sound quality on these things vary. Some you may listen to and go, "Why didn't they press this as a live album?" Some you may listen to it and go, "Why did they even keep this?" But you know what? You're going to get it all. And it's going to be in the little slip cover envelopes that look like little album jackets. And here's the thing. Now, we still got to charge shipping for those when we ship them to you, because post office don't care if you ain't got a digipack or a jewel box. They just go, "Man, you got to pay to get this sent to somebody." But over time, it is our goal to build a CD box for your entire live archive collection. Isn't that good of us? And what'll happen, maybe you just don't want to buy a box. I don't need a box. I got all my stuff stuck over there. I know where they are. Well, you know what? The box will come with a live CD that has not previously been available in the series.
An exclusive.
It's called an exclusive. What are you, a bunch of goose? You didn't know that? Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go over what are some things you can look forward to. Like, besides the ones that Malcolm just rattled off, man, this is something that I really want to see happen. Are you guys into interviews too? Because we got one.
Oh,
This is a good one. This is solid gold. I mean, we can't put all the songs on it because it's got the entire radio show. But Joe and I went up to WDAV in Davis, North Carolina, on August 5th, 1985, where we were pushing the Drastic EP. Now, back then, I know you might find this hard to believe, but Joe was the spokesman for the band. So Joe did most of the talking. And I think this is going to be something that people are going to really want to hear.
Yeah, and I'm just going to make my own little interjection. Being a fan of Antiseen, I had somehow managed to track down a copy of this interview by trading cassettes with somebody else, but I never got the whole program, you know? And so for me, it was a thrill to not only have the whole program, but I mean, this is it. This is the cassette that the thing originated from. I mean, this is it. It doesn't get any closer to the source than that. So this is real history here. I mean, concert tape. Someone had to go to Radio Shack and buy a Radio Shack concert 120-minute tape.
That would have been us.
Yeah. And record this. That's your handwriting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's Joe's.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Joe.
Okay. I mean, just as an artifact alone, this thing is priceless. And
like right here, we got Antiseen from I'm not quite sure where this is, but it's from 1988. Man, you know, like, man, we're not going to edit stuff out. We're not going to do any real elaborate sound enhancement. You're going to do a little bit, right? If you can.
If it really needs it.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I am going to apply some criterion to it. Like, you can see on this one I showed you earlier, I went through all of these and listened to them. I don't know if you can actually read that, but there's a notation on it where I gave it a sound quality rating of 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, and noted that it's an audience recording. So, see, this goes right back to the tape trading days when if you wanted to have a good trade, you needed to know how good the sound quality was, or the picture quality. So any tape trader worth their salt had some kind of a rating system.
They've had that information for you, so you knew what you were getting into before you don't go, oh, good gosh, it was like a snowstorm, you know, if it was video. But they give it a grading. This is a brass mug, Tampa, from April 18th, 1996.
Ooh, I believe that's a nice hot soundboard tape too,
I
if I'm
think
not
it is,
mistaken. Oh yes. And that's what my job was, to weed out anything that's, if it was like sonically abominable, then we're not going to release that. You know, there are definite standards. My standard is anything on a scale of 8 or above I consider to be listenable. And luckily there's a lot in here, you know? And notwithstanding problems with the mix or...
Is that your writing? Did you write these?
Yes, levels are blown out on that one.
So we're going to be using this one?
That's,
Okay.
which one was that?
Frederick, Maryland, 1989.
Wow, too bad. Good era.
Mm-hmm.
This one here, where did I just see it? I believe this is the Myrtle Beach one, which is going to be, this is going to be part of the series. Antiseen Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 1989. As you can see by my rather poorly written hand notation, the source for the Australian 7-inch. Now, who out there knows what I'm talking about? The Australian 7-inch from 1989. Think about it. Think about it. Let's just put that back in there while they're thinking.
But man, there's a lot of stuff here, and like I said, interviews, live shows. Is this all of it, or do you have more?
There's more.
Yeah,
this is a real good chunk of it, but there is more.
Okay, I thought there was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys will be as excited about this as we are. I mean, like I said, some of it's not going to be, you know, where you would turn somebody on to us by, but this is one of those projects they call it's for the diehards, and it is admittedly for the diehards. You know, we're not going to be doing like, you know, hundreds and hundreds of copies either. I mean, we're going to keep them in print, but when we start, we're going to keep those quantities low, and eventually, you know, it'll all be out. Because, listen, I don't mean to put anything bad on anyone, but you know, man, if I had passed away and these stuff were still in that big blue tote, I don't know what would have happened with it.
Yeah.
And those videos, man, those videos were such a cumbersome, troublesome group of things that I was this close to tossing every one of them. Thank goodness I didn't.
You drive us crazy at the thought of it.
Well, so
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
And that's good. I mean, I'm speaking as a fan, you know, just somebody who loves to see and hear all this stuff. And, you know, a bit of an historian, too. I love history. I love knowing the entire story of a band, a country, an art movement, whatever you want. You know, because history is important. And I think people also want to know about history and are interested in it, too. So why not get it out there?
So, I mean, I don't know. In this new format, do we still see thumbs and hearts and all that? Can y'all do that?
I didn't see any, but
I haven't seen a heart or a thumb since I got on here.
I think it's the format.
Yeah, I think it is too. But let us know in the comments if you are excited about this project. You know, I also left the verdict up to the audience if Time Machine should become a series. And I think that it was overwhelmingly yes, it should become a series.
Jeff Dahl, take note.
Yeah, Jeff Dahl. Jeff Dahl, you know when we calling you. Hey, I want to direct something to Robert Everett right now. Robbie, pay attention to this and get back to me ASAP. This is not everything, but me and Malcolm just were going through this stuff, and this stuff's going to be available to you, the people. I found a stack of test pressings.
And I'm just going to do a little sidetrack here. So I've come to the Break On Through studios a number of times, and Jeff's usually got like a crate or a tote of albums, stuff that he's looking to get rid of, and you know, I'm a record store guy, so I see records, I'm going to do the browse. And it's like, oh yeah, this is nice. Oh yeah, I got that. Or, oh, that's kind of charming. It's like, I'm going through the crate tonight, and I'm like, oh, test pressing. Interesting. Test pressing. Another, it's like one test pressing after another. So I had to say, Jeff, what are you doing with all these test pressings? And what did you say?
I don't remember. That was a
I said,
long
well,
time
you
ago.
know, I don't know. I got some over there, and I had some over here.
Oh
and there's
yeah,
some on this
I
shelf
consolidated
over
them all,
there,
man. I had and there's probably still some in the living room.
door stop over there, you know, footrest over here. Yeah, I rest my feet on these. I'm like, yeah.
But like, I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of what we. A lot of this is unidentifiable because you don't have any writing on it. I have to actually listen to them. This is a test pressing of the split single with sloppy seconds.
But wait,
There's more.
it's not a picture disc.
No, it's plain white.
See, this is the only way that this record exists as anything other than a picture disc is the test pressing.
Right.
Am I correct?
Right. Yeah, they didn't do any black vinyl versions.
Issue. Oh, but wait, dude, look. It's like a prototype test pressing.
It like is a picture disc, but it's only a picture of a piece of white paper.
See, now that's cool. That's the kind of thing that makes the record collector me go, wow, I'd give you $5 for this. No problem. And I think I got it right here, right now.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've got to try, you know. But, I mean, how cool is that, right?
Look at this. 2017 TKO reissue, the rejected version of Honor Among Thieves. Why was it rejected? I know you're asking right now. I'm getting ready to tell you. Because it was too hot to handle, as the little graphic that I designed said. Too hot to handle. Not many record players could play this one because it was mastered so hot, so loud. The needle would be doing Evel Knievel tricks. Now, there are some. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I okayed this because my stereo played it. And it sounded incredible. Now, it still sounded incredible when it came out. But I just want you to know, it can be played. Okay?
As another aside, I saw that in action once with the original Live in Japan test pressing.
Yeah.
When you guys
it got pressed way too hot.
And Barry, Sir Barry Hannibal, was trying to play it on his record player, and the needle, like, jumped off of the vinyl. I was like, that's mastered too hot.
But I'm going to tell you what Mark Rainey told me. He says, man, he likes mastering loud records. And he said, if people don't have good stereos to play them on, that ain't his problem. He said, his records are going to be loud.
Yeah. I mean, sure, I'm all about that, but the problem is a lot of people don't have good record players.
But he did remaster that, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
He did cut the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. And I've got a Techniques 2600. I don't care. Bring it. Jeez.
What else we got here? Oh, good gosh. I don't know what this is. See, all these, I don't know what they are.
Yeah, a lot of these are not marked. I'm looking at them like, so Jeff,
Okay.
what is that? I don't know.
These are test pressings of great disasters. Great disasters.
A great album.
I know a couple of the guys that played on it.
Even if I wasn't on that record, I'd think it was great.
This is not a test pressing. I don't know what this is.
Oh, isn't that the limited, is that the leftovers version?
No, this is a regular issue.
Oh.
I think this was my copy. I put it aside. That's not for sale. Conqueror Worm test pressing. Look at that. Conqueror Worm. The Conqueror Worm. You go on that project.
Oh, yes.
Shh. You didn't hear us say nothing about a project.
Nothing about a project.
What did we decide this was? Oh, this is
That is really cool.
Now this is a rarity right here. The 10-inch that we did the split with Before I Hang. They put fake grooves on the beginning of it so that you can only play 10 inches of this 12-inch record. Oh yeah.
A 10-inch record as a 12-inch. That's unique.
And I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't gonna be no. I'll give you $25 for that. Sorry. Let's see. Screaming Bloody Live test pressings. Man, that's like 20-something years old now, isn't it?
About. That came out when I was out of touch with Antiseen. So
You were out of touch, out of time. Or were you out of your head when we weren't around? Now this.
Yeah, that's
This is from 1990, and it's a test pressing from QCA. That is the pressing plant. Where were they? Where's QCA?
Are they California?
No. They were somewhere up. Gosh, man. You're thinking about Erica.
Right.
The Rainbow. Rainbow was.
Yeah.
But I forgot where QCA was. I want to say somewhere like Milwaukee. But this is old stuff right here, man. This is, like I said, 1990. I have no idea what it is.
You used to see QCA marks on a lot of records, but they have not been around in years and years.
They gave up.
Same with Rainbow.
Okay, this is Rainbow. And this is rare. Matter of fact, I have 3 of these. And I got one I'm keeping. I'm not getting rid of it. This is rare because it's a test pressing of a version of one of our records that never came out. Bad Will and Bastards was about to get reissued on Green Mist Records, which was the new name for Steel Cage Records. And I don't know if any of you remember, but when we recorded Bad Will and Bastards, we did 3 singles. A split with Hammerlock, a Italian EP with gatefold sleeve, and what was the other one? Maybe it was 2 songs on that and 1 song on the split with Hammerlock. But we included those tracks in the lineup of the LP. I have 3 of those. 1 not for sale. 1 I think is going to walk out of here tonight, and so I'll have 1 of that.
And why did it never come out? What was the circumstance behind that?
After Steel Cage came out with Green Mist, I think the only thing they released as Green Mist was the it was the first EP of the Exploding Barbed Wire Deathmatch with the New Blood era.
Right. And that was it? They just folded after that?
Yeah.
Wow.
And here...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm getting excited because that's... I've been asked before, well, why do people care about test pressings? Well, because of stuff like this. I mean, this never came out. This record was never issued. You can only get it as a test pressing. You can't get this... excuse me. You can't get this commercially as anything but a picture disc, and this is not the same thing. It's fascinating. Sorry, please.
Okay.
I'm just marking out.
This is the test pressing for Quarantine 2, live for Quarantine 2. See, I would do artwork for the test pressing sometime, and this one was particularly funny. But I don't know. I guess to sweeten the deal and to make them look more presentable, I may end up doing that again with some of these. Like this is from United. Did you figure out what this was?
Yeah, that was. I forget, it's not.
Oh, yeah. Fill in.
You're right. Right.
Let's see. See, more blank. I don't know what these are. I have no idea.
Oh,
look at this.
Look at that.
The many moods of Malcolm Tent test press. Wow. I gathered every test pressing that I could find.
I see.
Look at this rarity. See, I love the way you do this.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
The stickers. That's
See,
fun.
that's great. This is great stuff right here. Stickers, the sticker on the label, the stamped numbers and dates. I love it. What is this? Oh, these are the test pressings for Falls Count Anywhere. Now, you know what? I think I will do some artwork for these. You know, a little sticker to put on it or something. I think that'll be quite grand.
Another awesome album. Just saying.
I got a bunch of those.
Maybe you need 15, huh?
15?
15 for the band. Y'all didn't see that.
Falling Off the Planet.
Oh, yes. A fine compilation.
These are the vinyl overruns. But I've still got some to do with these.
Oh, yeah?
Like, not these titles, but other titles. I've got vinyl overruns. What did we do is we silk screened the cover. This was for EP royalty. See, we do the J card format. And we put a lot of stuff in them. Like this was a flyer from that lineup, front and back, an exact replica. What is it? A certificate of authenticity, signed and dated by me. An unused copy of the original EP. And a glossy 8x10 of the lineup from that record. And it's just pink vinyl like the original issue of the album was. But we just had a bunch of them left over and nowhere to put them. So I make this one of it, and this is number 15 of 15. So if I got $100 on it, maybe that's still valid. Maybe it went up. I don't know. But I did the same thing with Southern Hostility. There's a lot of stuff in here too.
That was always the bane of our existence. Those of us who release records, it's like you order the records, you order the covers, and you never get the same number of records as you do covers. There's always something left over. Always. But you can do fun stuff with them, then, so that's cool.
Here's the Here to Ruin Your Groove remaster. What was this? This is 2022.
Only 5 in this one.
This isn't a test pressing, but it's an old compilation I was on. Put out by our original drummer, Mitch Cooper. But it's for sale, too.
Wait, is that a Slime Goats track on this album?
Man, it was a Slime Goat. No, actually, it was a Judas Bullyhead track. And then Tom and I had a falling out, so I just called it a Jeff Clayton track.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look,
now we know.
Here's some Time Machine test pressings.
I can't believe how many classics there are.
It's all here. And if you see anything you're interested in, direct message me on my personal Facebook page. Yeah, I'm not going to read you all in. But anyway, well, I think that might conclude our program for this evening, Malcolm Tent.
Pretty beefy program tonight. We covered a lot of turf.
A lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff.
Man, there's a lot of stuff going to be coming out in the near future. We just told you about the live archive. We're doing the same thing with the DVDs. Of course, I'm going to let Clinton Zilla release those on his Nothing's Cool, which will still give him a Death Train catalog number. But I'm going to, give him some incentive to help get his label off the ground, much like me and Mr. Tent here have. So there you go. That's what's going on. That's what's going down. That's what's in town. And I'm going to talk to you, maybe not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I'm going to do one a little sooner than project. Now, and maybe the Tuesday before Rule Breakers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm going to start doing this a little more frequent, because I really miss doing this.
Now, I'll speak as a viewer. I'd like to see him more frequently, too.
Okay, well, there you go. I'm going to tell y'all what, Clinton Zilla gave me about 400 topics to talk on, but I could use 400 more. So if you would please drop me a line in my direct message on Facebook, or even if you email me, or if you know me well enough and have my phone number, text me. Hey man, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about that? And I'll get around to it one day. So I just don't know what anybody wants to hear about. Because believe it or not, I don't sit around concentrating on the Antiseen past all the time. Because I did it. And I know I said this before, and it always gets misconstrued. People think, oh, you don't like what you did, you're only looking forward. No, I love what we did. And I love working on reissues. And there's one, a big one, coming out next. The Eat More Possum. And I just want to tell you that when you work with reissues and with as prolific as the Ultra lineup is, it is truly like working in two different Antiseens. So it's a lot of work, but I enjoy it. I love it. You know what would be the problem? If there were no projects on the horizon at all.
Exactly. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, me too.
Productivity.
Man, we love some break on through brew around here.
It really is.
So, thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. And I want to see you all back here next time we do a break on through. I want you to have a great week. I want you to have an even better weekend. Pass this on, man. Share it with people. You know, this while it's still on Facebook. It'll be on Facebook for 30 days. But Clayton Zilla's probably going to have this on YouTube tonight, I imagine. It's usually his quickness.
He's good. That's why we keep him around.
Yeah. And do not forget about Rule Breakers Balls 2025. And if you would, please, even if you're not a band participating, even if you can't come yourself, would you please take our flyer for the show that's online and share and post and anywhere you think one person might be interested. Please do that for us. Please. If I could, I'd be on my knees begging you please. But there ain't no getting up from that, so I ain't doing that. So, anyway. From me and Malcolm Tent, always a pleasure to have you here in the Break On Through Studios. I know you're going to be talking about some good stuff tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, Tent Talks Tunes.
7 p.m. on Malcolm Tent's personal Facebook page. All right. Well, guys, take care. We love you all. All right.